everybody! Another chapter with Madame. This time from my cozy hammock. Two things. I hope that you're all having a great day. That's number one. I hope everything's great in your home. And number two, remember last time I was like, leave a comment. So that's apparently not possible on YouTube, but I did post the link in our Google Classroom under the classwork heading at the top, so you can leave a comment there. Like for example, I saw that Ethan had left a comment from chapter 28 on the Google Classroom comment thread. Anywho, just if that's something you have a minute for, that would be sweet. So, does anyone remember where we ended off? Remember, what's her name came? Dolores Jaworski, saying that the teacher, Lem's old teacher, Mary Cotton, was trying to adopt her. And then everyone was getting very emotional, lots of things were happening, and then the chapter very dramatically ended. I'm also gonna read, I just kind of flipped ahead a little bit, and I noticed that the next 3 chapters are all super short, like 2 pages each. So I'm probably going to read 2 or 3 chapters today. So, yeah, we'll get a good chunk of the story in, hopefully. Here we go. Chapter 29. The chapter title is Paroled. When Charlie locks the green door at Bigfoot Souvenirs and More, Tobin and I are finally sprung. Our sentence is complete, but it isn't the celebration I expected it to be. What are you so mad about? I didn't tell her I wanted to go. I said to Tobin in the back seat. Jake, you didn't say you wanted to stay. He points an accusing finger in my direction. He's got me there. Charlie's been especially quiet since Dolores Jaworski left a manila envelope of papers on the counter before heading back to the city. And you said all along that you're leaving here one day, right? Isn't that what you said? Blowing this fruit stand? Popsicle stand! It's popsicle stand! I remind him. And now here it is, the perfect opportunity for you to go back to your precious life in the city. Tobin stares at the window. I told you I didn't say I wanted to go. Well, you didn't tell her you wanted to stay. I'm sorry I ever made you my assistant. Is that right? Well, I'm the one who found the prince to begin with. If it wasn't for me, you'd have nothing. Stopping in the middle of an expedition to hog down another Twinkie and then stumbling onto Prince doesn't give you any bragging rights. Let me tell you. You would never even have heard of Bluff Creek if it hadn't been for me. Maybe if you'd made me partner to begin with, it would have given me a reason to stay, I say. Ooh, Lem. He turns his head from the window to my face. Does that mean if I promote you now, you'll stay? I think about it. He waits. I see Charlie glance at me in the rearview mirror, waiting for an answer. Everyone is waiting for an answer. Even Dolores Jaworski, who's on her way home to San Francisco. But I don't have one. See, Tobin sighs loudly, shifting in his seat and staring out the window again. Just like I said. Charlie's eyes are on the road again. I lay my head on the back of the seat and watch the blurry solid white line along the edge of the highway. Elizabeth Lily Witt. Why did you have to leave me? And that is the end of chapter 29. Very emotional. I'm going to keep going with chapter 30, titled The Trunk. That night, I can't sleep. It feels like everyone in the world is mad at me. Like everyone in the world hates me. I turn over and look at the clock. It's after 2 in the morning. At home when I couldn't sleep, Mama would get up and make us warm, bubbly milk on the stove that we would sip from big mugs at the kitchen table. And then she'd let me crawl into bed with her. Miss Cotton would probably do that. It would be nice to be back home. I could go back to dance class with Erica Vass and start back up at Girl Scouts, which meets every Thursday at Melanie's house. I almost have enough credits to earn my junior first aid badge. I flip onto my right side, then onto my left. But I just can't get comfortable. I fluff the pillow and readjust one more time. The bed feels harder than the ground did on the Expeditions. I reach over to click on the lid next to my bed. I stare at the trunk, then push back the covers and crawl out over to it. I put my hands flat on the lid and press my nose to it. Cedar chips and musty wood. I guess that'll be what it smells like. I start on the lid again, pulling it upward as hard as I can, trying not to make any noise. When it finally wiggles free, I lift it all the way up and back against the bed. I stare inside. One by one, I pull out every last item in the trunk. The baby clothes, perfectly folded and yellowing with age. A pair of metal roller skates, tarnished silver rattle. The Elvis Presley concert t-shirt from the show that Mama and Debbie saw in the city. A pair of used-to-be white baby shoes. And a small box with red and blue and yellow ribbons for first place, second, and third in a track and field, softball, and dance competition. Each item placed inside, special care. Each item holding another story about Mama. I pull out one treasured memory after another until I get to the very bottom, where I see an old stuffed blue bunny that's seen better days. Its fur is gone in some spots, with only bare threads keeping it from bleeding out its stuffing. It's wearing a battered pink ribbon around its neck. I breathe the bunny in deep, hoping I might still smell like Mama. Like the disinfectant soap she washes her hand with at work. Suave strawberry shampoo and her Avon perfume all mixed together. But all the bunny smells like is a musty cedar trunk. She's gone. Gone from me and gone from the trunk too, far from the memories stored away inside. I hold the bunny close and breathe in the cedar. When the tears start to roll down my face, it's just one, then it's two, and then it's too many to count. I can't breathe. It feels like I'm never going to breathe again, like the tears are never going to stop. I'm drowning. Sinking in sandless quicksand, and no one will ever find me. Mama! I cry into the bunny's matted fur. I don't know how to be here without you. I need you back, Mama. Please, tell me what to do. The bedroom doorknob turns, and the door creaks open. I scramble to my feet, wiping my face and hiding the blue bunny behind my back. Charlie, in his plaid pajamas and suede slippers, stares at me. He glances around the floor at the messy pile of clothes, toys, and ribbons. I brace myself for yelling, for judgment. A new sentence. I wait for it, wiping more tears and trying to find my breath. Can't sleep either, huh? Charlie asks softly. I shake my head. Hard day, he says, like it's a fact instead of a question. I try my best to swallow the lump down, but it's so big now it feels like it won't ever, ever go down again. When your mom was your age, she couldn't sleep. We used to heat up some milk together. I wipe my nose across the length of my forearm. You did that? I ask. Yeah, he says. Together? He nods. You can bring Rainbow if you like. Who? He juts his chin toward the blue bunny behind me. That's what she called her. I stare down at the floppy blue stuffed animal in my hands. How about it? A mug of warm milk? I look back up at him. I'd like that, I say. He holds out a hand toward me, a big hand, rough with its straight nails and one very special silver ring. The hand is strong and tough, but kind. A hand saving me from sinking in the quicksand. I guess there is someone looking out for me, making sure I don't drown. Charlie. Ready? He asks. Yes, I tell him, and slip my hand into his. Oh, that's a pretty powerful chapter. I'm just going to look ahead really quick here. I think might read one more chapter. Chapter 31. Going down in history. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, that sounds like a pretty exciting chapter title. Let's see what happens. Tobin is a no-show for breakfast again the next morning. This time my stomach feels all twisted up inside about it too. And after I finish my sticks and seeds and bark, the twisting gets worse, and then the sweating starts, and I feel like I might even throw up. Olin, always so dramatic. Before I leave the Bigfoot headquarters, I set Rainbow right on top of my pillow. Then I pin my name badge to the front of my shirt. It's hot in the garage this morning, and I find Tobin sitting at the desk with his green receiver in his hand. He doesn't look at me when I open the door. Yes, Miss Dickerson, uh-huh. There just never seems to be tracks or prints or anything that we can measure. We're scientists, Mrs. Dickerson. We need concrete proof that... Pause. Uh-huh. Yes, but... Okay, Miss Dickerson. We'll come out and check it out. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Bye-bye. He hangs up the phone and starts writing on his yellow legal pad. Another sighting at Miss Dickerson's, I ask? Nothing. You still mad? I'm not mad, he says. Seems like you're mad. You think I care what you do, he says, still scribbling. People come and go. That's life. Best just to accept it. You can do what you want. I could care less. I don't believe you, I tell him. So? He looks up at me with red around the edges of his eyes. Why should I care about that either? That little hint there makes me think that he probably does care. Like maybe he was crying and he cares. Which just shows that they're really good friends, right? He looks away. His chair scrapes on the concrete as he pushes it back from the desk. Come on, let's go. Wait, there's a message. I point to the machine. The light is blinking. Tobin sits back down and pushes the big square button marked play. This is a message for Lemonade? Lemonade, this is Eliza Rose. Yeah. So, we had this game of Capture the Flag at our house last night and everything, and, well, we saw something out in our backwoods. I'm wondering if you guys want to come out and investigate. You can call me back. Tobin scribbles the phone number on the yellow legal pad. He suddenly looks up at me. Why would Eliza Rose ask for you? I stare at him, wide-eyed. He picks up the receiver and holds it toward me. Do you want to call her back? And then we have a ... means a bit of time has passed. Do you remember why Eliza Rose would call Lemonade instead of Tobin? I know, Miss Dickerson, but we never find anything, Tobin complains, holding his case out in front of him on her porch. And we have another call to go to this morning. This time is different, Miss Dickerson tells us with a broad smile. Why is that? Tobin asks. Because, she says, this time I remembered the Polaroid. I gasp, and Tobin drops his leather case on his foot. You didn't, he exclaims. I did, she says. Her smile gets even bigger, and her eyes disappear in all her wrinkles. Then she pulls an instant photo out of her apron pocket and holds it out in front of us. Tobin grabs it, and I scramble to get a look over his shoulder. Wow, I whisper, looking back at Miss Dickerson. It can't be, Tobin breathes. Oh, ye of little faith, she sighs. I told you one of these days I'd have the proof you're looking for. Now, who's hungry? I made M&M cookies and chocolate meringue clouds. And then we've got another ... after snack time, probably. "We've got an eye!" Tobin calls out to Charlie when he pushes open the door at Bigfoot Souvenirs and More. "An actual eye!" He waves the picture in the air. "What?" Charlie says from the front counter, where he's watching the Phil Donahue Show on a small black and white television set. "Miss Dickerson got a picture!" Tobin runs over to him and holds out the photo. "And it's an eye, Charlie!" "You're kidding," Charlie exclaims. "Look for yourself," I say. "It looks like an eye to me, too." Charlie takes the picture and examines it. Tobin pulls his magnifying glass out of his back pocket and hands it to Charlie. "For goodness sake," Charlie mutters, removing his glasses and examining the picture with the magnifying glass. He passes it back to me. "It's not the greatest picture in the universe. Miss Dickerson said she shot it through the kitchen window, so there's kind of a glare from the flash on the glass, and it's blurry in spots for sure. But there is one part that is clear as day. An eye, an actual eye, with a pupil and a brown iris and reddish-brown skin and reddish-brown hair and a snippet of a wrinkled nose. The rest is just blurry reddishness." "We'd better call Professor Malcolm," I say. "Bigfoot Detectives Inc. is going to go down in history," Tobin shouts. End of chapter 31. Well then, that's quite an exciting thing to have happened. I wonder if it really is Bigfoot, or maybe something else. I wonder what's going to happen when they call Professor Malcolm. Remember when we read about him before, when they found the footprints, we felt a little bit iffy about his motives and what his situation was. Super cool, though. The next chapter, for a little preview, chapter 32, is called Operation Eliza Rose's Backyard. So, if you're on Google Classroom, feel free to leave a comment, or a prediction, or a question, or an idea you have about what we just read, or maybe what we'll read next. And I'll see you soon for another chapter. Bye!